Folks, drama bin drama, Arab drama, all drama, Sheikh drama, zote pamoja. Ayayayayayayaya. You know, there's usually a lot of kizungu mingi going on in parliament. That is how very strange draconian laws are passed in our parliament, just like that. Because by the time Kenyans have managed to translate hiyo kizungu mingi, it is too late. This thing is already a law. Now, if you don't believe what I'm saying, you will not believe also what I'm about to tell you. As we speak, there are two separate, different bills in parliament linked to the referendum. Yes, you heard me right. There's one bill calling for the referendum, and there's another bill also calling for referendum. Yeah, of course, produced and presented by different sides of the political divide. Now I can already hear the murmuring. Chris, what are you talking about? Two referendum bills? Aye, what does that mean? What are you talking about? Well, there's the bill which is sponsored by the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee. Yeah. If we want to talk about fake, products which are fake and products which are genuine, although that will be very controversial, this seems to be the genuine bill on changing the constitution, through a referendum. Or let me just put it another way. This is the bill being sponsored by the Raila Odinga team. And then there's the other team, sponsored by the Constitution Implementation Oversight Committee, and Daragwa legislator Jeremiah Kioni, also seeking to change the supreme law of the land via a referendum. But there's one big difference, there's one distinction. The Kioni referendum bill seeks to have the referendum alongside the 2022 general elections. And they have a very good excuse. Costs. Instead of the cash-strapped government looking for money to hold a referendum before 2022, why not just incorporate the referendum vote into the next general elections? Now, some supporters of Raila Odinga have been very quick to point out that this sounds familiar. Yeah, this is the rhetoric of Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. And this is what he has been pushing ever since he heard of something called the referendum that is supposed to dilute the powers of the presidency. Ever since he heard of that thing, he has been talking about doing a referendum alongside the 2022 general elections. Where he is, of course, expecting to be a major candidate for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya. But the reaction these Raila people are receiving, when they point this out, is not a good one. They are being told, what are you talking about? People are getting annoyed. What are you talking about? Why are you mentioning Ruto here? The deputy president is very busy doing his other things. Why are you dragging him to this? I'm telling you, Kenyan politics. But hata na hiyo makasiriko mingi, it does not change the fact that this is the very well-known position of the deputy president. And there's also no denying the fact that it cannot be a coincidence that two referendum bills are before the House at precisely the same time. It cannot be a coincidence. Let me just cut to the chase. And I'm sure you already know. This other referendum bill is designed to dilute, slow down the other or the main referendum bill. That's what it is. And this is politics. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nobody has broken any law. Nobody has committed a crime. This is politics. The Ruto side has realized, even though the virus slowed down Reggae, it did not stop Reggae. It did not stop the Raila Odinga Referendum initiative. And so, being crafty politicians, they opted for another way to deal with this referendum bill that they must deal with. That is really what it is. And the truth is, it is indeed an obstacle that the original referendum bill must deal with. To illustrate this further, if the referendum was a vehicle traveling from Nairobi to Mombasa, then we can say confidently that what has happened is that this referendum vehicle has been forced to stop. Why? Because there's a huge rock in the middle of the road. Now, of course, it's very easy to get off the vehicle and remove the rock. Indeed, that should not even take 5 minutes. But hey, the issues. And the issue is simply this. That rock did not come there on the road by itself. There are those who have put it there. And of course, if you get out of your vehicle to try and remove this rock and say it is at night, the issues, yes, it is easy to remove the rock, but the issues. And this is precisely where the referendum, this is precisely where Reggae finds itself. It's an easy task, yes, but there are booby traps all over the place. One of those people who helped put the rock in the middle of the road can suddenly emerge from behind a bush with an AK-47. Yes, it's one man, but he has an assault rifle. Those kind of tricky complications is what the political initiative, Raila Odinga political initiative, called Reggae, aka the referendum, is facing right now in Parliament. And let us not be naive. And let us not try and make sweeping statements. The truth is, a few months ago, the Deputy President's influence within the National Assembly was enormous, was huge. And it is also true to say that the influence of the Deputy President in the National Assembly in recent times has been dramatically reduced. But the political question is this: how much has it been reduced by? What numbers are we talking about specifically? Does the Deputy President still have enough clout, enough numbers to tinker with the referendum bill successfully? To sway the vote over some crucial points in whichever referendum bill they go with, in the direction he wants? Those are very huge questions. And in my view, those are not questions that can be answered in a definite way. No way. It's not possible. And there are many reasons. We have seen bills coming to Parliament, and the initial reaction of everybody is that this particular bill will sail through without any problem. And then suddenly, legislators change their minds en masse. Let me give you the most recent example. The motion by Nyali legislator Mohamed Ali to impeach the CS for Transport, Bwana James Macharia. If you had asked anybody in Parliament, I'm not even talking about asking an outsider, maybe an analyst, not even asking Chris Kumekucha. If you had just asked insiders within Parliament, what the fate of that bill was, they'd have told you this bill has sailed through. Hii imepita. Huyo jamaa ameenda kwenda mambo yake kusha. Then within a space of a very few hours, everything changed. The support that motion had vanished into thin air. Nyali legislator said that money and threats had been used on his colleagues at Parliament who had initially supported that particular motion, that particular bill, to impeach CS Macharia. Yeah. Now, of course, it's unlikely that the Deputy President can use intimidation tactics to get legislators to swing in his direction. But he has other tools which have worked in Parliament in the past. For instance, money. Let me just leave it at that. And so, bottom line, you cannot answer that question with Madarao and say, the Deputy President's side is going nowhere. The bill to have the referendum alongside the next election, 2022 elections, is going nowhere. You can take that to the bank, Chris. That will never happen. Oh, even if you're right, it is not wise to make such a statement with so much confidence. That is my point. Because anything, and I mean anything, can happen in the Kenyan Parliament. And we have seen this happen over and over again many times. I've just given you the latest example. So, let's watch very closely what is going to happen in Parliament over the next few days and weeks concerning these two referendum bills that are before the House, or that are about to come before the House. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.